So, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I will show you why atrophy starts after 2 or 3 days of not training. And this video might be controversial, so click on full screen and watch it till end to understand whole coverage. Do not comment on my video. Like, I post this exact same video on Instagram and people just commented because they don't understand the whole topic. So I'm gonna explain this to you so you can grow faster and make better gains by understanding this topic. This is so crucial for naturals. If you're enhanced, click off this video. But if you're natural and you want to be more jacked, you want to be shredded, and overall you want to build muscle and size, you have to stay. So to not waste your time, because I understand you don't want to waste your time, I have a structure for this video, so let's get straight in. So, like you understand, you might ask, first of all, why am I talking about this? Because I like studying about exercising and training, and specifically, I like to just study it and apply it to practice. I'm not studying a whole bunch of topics, I'm just focusing on one so you can get the best knowledge from this YouTube channel. So, the first topic that we'll be covering is why is atrophy starting in 2 or 3 days? And that is because it is expensive. Now, I'm not sure it is correct, but the point is you will start losing your muscle after 2 or 3 days. Why? Because your body doesn't want new muscles. It is expensive for your body to maintain a lot of muscle mass. Trust me, it is a lot more expensive to maintain 100 kilo of muscle mass than just few kilograms of muscle than we need to survive. And this is just anatomically true. Your body doesn't want more muscles, and that's why it will start burning it out. So, what you can do about it is that you can start asking yourself, what am I doing wrong and how could I improve this? Because if your body is starting to lose muscle after 2 or 3 days, you have to start training more differently. Now, you're not gonna lose your whole muscle mass in 2 or 3 days. This is the key point that you have to understand. Because a lot of guys got angry on this because they thought you will lose your whole mass in 2 or 3 days. No, that's not what I said. I didn't say anything like that. I just said that atrophy happens after 2 or 3 days of not training. Because your body doesn't want excess muscle. So, will you see anything after 2 or 3 days of not training? No. Because you are not capable of that shrinkage, okay? You would have to be in eating anything and maybe you would saw muscle loss. But the point is that you doesn't have to see it, but it will happen in your body. So if you want to see visible muscle loss, you will have to wait few weeks, but it will start happen faster than you think. And that's why you have to protect this. So most people also think that this one thing helps them to kind of slow down this process. And that is soreness, okay? Most guys that write me comment that when you're sore, that means you're building muscle. But let me tell you, soreness is just signal to your body that your muscles are not ready yet and they're getting some new stimulus that they are not capable, no, they are not, how would I say it? How would I explain it? They are basically, if you're doing something new, you get sore. Or if you're doing too much of it, you get sore. But this is not a signal that your body is growing. This is just an adaptation. Okay? This is just a signal in your brain. You have to understand that the only thing that drives muscle growth is mechanical tension. And if you can do this and you will progressively overall, that's how you're gonna grow your muscles. Not by achieving soreness or pump like most of these guys on the internet tell you. No. Basically, just do something that will make you progress more, okay? So focus on progressive overall, adding 1 rep or adding a little bit of weight every single week. Not on soreness, okay? This is a huge mistake. And lastly, that is really important, especially for naturals, is frequency, okay? Frequency is most underrated thing that I found. Because when I start training in a gym, I was doing push-pull legs like most guys. And I was wondering if this growth will be at my 30s or even 40s. But everything stopped after 2 years because that's when you're maxing out the newbie gains. And after that, you have to push a little bit harder and smarter. That's the thing. And when you can push your body and also train more frequently, so for example, what I do, I switch from push-pull legs to full body every other day or full body 3 times per week, and that helped me to gain a lot of muscle mass because I understand that atrophy starts after 2 or 3 days of not training. And if you can get this signal every 2 or 3 days, you will maximize hypertrophy, which is essential for you to grow. Try to get that in your mind, okay? If you understand. So, for example, to wrap this thing up, what we talked about is your muscles are expensive for you to maintain. That's why your body will try to get this shit down out of your body, okay? It's just natural instinct. But if you think that soreness will help you to maintain a little bit more, then you're wrong, because only progressive overall and mechanical tension, basically stimulus, give it more power to grow. And if you want to maximize your growth, you have to master frequency, and that means you will train your whole muscle mass more frequently in a week. And that's why full body is the best way to train, or any kind of high frequency. So for example, upper lower or anterior posterior, or any kind of combination of high frequency training, okay? And that's why I created free training blueprint for you to follow right away, so you can know that is the split for you, for naturals who want to gain size. And if you are struggling right now, it is basically free. You can check it out and basically you will know how to grow. So if you like this video, if you like this explanation, please drop a like, drop a subscribe, and see you in the next one.